good news is whatever happened in last 3 days, have you observed something? Okay, we have good news till we have got her camera fixed. So that is great. I want you to acknowledge each and everything what is happening in your life, and the observation is more about today you will be learning few things about observing things, being aware, how consciousness helps, how you be in the present and you become a magnet to what you want to have in your life. So all these things work, and we will be going through that. So we have Shiva. He have joined just today itself. Yesterday he enrolled. So Shiva, if you can give me your, introduction, that will be great.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Twinkle. Yeah, I am Shiva Prakash. Yeah, you can call me Shiva for simplicity. Yeah, I am into IT, so I have 20 plus years of experience now. I'm a senior architect. Right, I think
Great.
Hope this makes sense. Yeah, so I'm happy to be here. So that is a good news that I wanted to say today.
Okay, no problem. You will have good news soon. And by the way, you are referred by Gaurav, right? So in which area you procrastinate? I want to know that.
No, see, the thing is, procrastination, we don't realize that we procrastinate actually, right? So the moment we realize that we are procrastinating, right? That is the moment, okay, we lost so many things. We don't know by the time we lost that particular thing, right? Maybe opportunity, maybe some other thing, relationship, multiple things. So I'm just looking at the path I have gone, I have come in, right? So I thought, okay, this could have been done. I thought I have missed it. So I should have realized earlier, something like that, right? So I wanted to realize what is that I'm going to miss it. So I don't want to miss it. I wanted to avoid it in the future days.
That's a great way of thinking, that, yeah, what should I avoid? So that's a great thing to know from you. Looks like there is some leadership skills behind the way you are speaking and everything. So thank you so much. Happy to have you. And let's see your progress in this community. Thank you. So do we have anyone who have observed something this week? Something have happened with you? Some new observation? I want you to be more aware of what is happening in your life. Any observation happened in last 1 week, in 3 days? Maybe what you are planning, you are able to do that, and earlier you were struggling with all the things. कुछ हो रहा है ऐसा? Okay, yes, Bhavna, please unmute yourself.
Yes, so I have two good news. The first one is the weather is very pleasant in Delhi. It's raining outside and it's very new. अभी इस time पे बारिश नहीं आती है. It's very nice. Weather एकदम ठंडा हो गया है. लोग बीमार हो रहे हैं. सबको cold हो रहा है. The second one is मैंने एक interview दिया था in the industry that I want to go in, और वो मेरा crack हो गया है और 1st April से मेरी joining.
Awesome. Show some love for Bhavna. More power to you. And
Thank you.
Just soar high. Really, thanks for sharing that. It's a good news I was waiting for, and thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now let's get started with today's session. And I will start with orientation, introduction thing, so that those who are new, they can also have the idea of how this community works, what are the code of honors and everything. And then we will jump into the today's topic, that is 5 proven ways to rewire your subconscious mind. Now, those who are aware of subconscious, if you are the part of community, even in last 15 days or 1 month, you know that I am going to talk about that only. Subconscious mind, your brain, how you think and everything. But those who are new, those who are not really aware of how your subconscious mind works, today you are going to get a lot of understanding about that. So let's get started with orientation, and that we go here. I hope my screen is visible. Visible? Is it visible? Yeah, thank you. So we will start just with orientation. So code of honor. What is code of honor? It's more like your principles. In Hindi we call it sanskar. sanskaram. So it's more like, whenever you are in some place, wherever you are born and brought up, wherever you are working, your colleagues in every area, even in the game, you have certain rules to follow. Similar thing, code of honor for our community, some rules you can call it, or you can even call it samskar. So that is something I personally believe, the principle, your success principle, to be in this community and progress together. So the code of honor I want to share is 5 things I personally follow, and I want my community to go stick with that. The first one is commitment. Whenever we start something, we actually start so strong, but slowly and slowly we just give up on things. We are like, boring routine, same thing, why repetition, why cheezein ho rahi hai, what's new in that? So I want you to commit. Whatever you are planning, whatever you are saying should be your commitment. Don't let your words go like, hawa mein baat kar rahe hain. Don't do that. When you are even talking something, it should look like commitment. When you are saying, okay, I will reach there at this time, that's a commitment. Okay, I will wake up at this time, that's a commitment. If something doubt is there, hoga nahi hoga, stop using such sentences as well. When we are casual, our life become casual. We just live a life in the flow. But when you really want to have a successful life, something which is not ordinary like normal people are living, so you should follow that commitment thing. Other thing about commitment, when you are planning your 3 tasks for a day, those who knew what is 3 tasks for a day, 3 tasks for a day is every single day before hitting your bed, before going to bed, you're supposed to put 3 things in the group. 3 things which you really want to do. Now, those who are not added in the group, you will be added just after the session. So 3 things which you really want to do tomorrow, and you're very sure ki haan main ye kar lunga. It will happen. So that should be your commitment. Second is consistency. When you're starting off with something, like you are starting 3 tasks in a day and you're putting that in the group. So your consistency should look like for the next 30 days at least, without missing out, you are putting the task in the group. Even that is a consistency. भले आपके task complete नहीं भी हो रहे हैं, but still you are putting every single day and you are seeing that at least 30 days I was consistent, because your mind believe in proofs. Your mind don't believe in what you are just talking or declaring. Your mind believe in proofs. When you say something and you do something, when you do that thing for a long time, your mind believe in you. Problem is, we have not done so many things which our mind can believe in. हमने अपने माइंड को वो प्रूफ दिए ही नहीं है. इट्स मोर लाइक योर माइंड इज लाइक कानून सबूत मांगता है. योर माइंड वांट सबूत. If you are saying I want to wake up tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock and you're not waking up, your mind will never believe in you, neither it will support you to wake up next day at 6 o'clock. First, you have to prove your mind for 6 days, 7 days, 8 days. On 9th day, you will see that itself your mind will support you, because when you're sleeping, your mind have created a neural connection that, yeah, this person is working in 9 days. So 9 days he is keeping the commitment. Definitely 10th day, he is not going to listen to any of the self-doubt. This is how consistency works. Even when you're planning something, let's say you are planning 30 days of workout, for example, or 30 days of meditation, or 30 days of reading, or coming to live session. It can be anything related to your work, your relationship, your dating life, whatever it is. The moment you are planning, if you are not keeping the consistency, at least make your mind believe that, let's say you plan 30 minutes workout. Now, 3 days or 4 days afterward, you are feeling like, today I'm not feeling good, my body is feeling, troubled, or something have happened. Still go with 1 minute workout. 30 minutes time nahi hai na? Go with 1 minute. Prove your mind that I am not breaking the consistency. मैंने वो 1 minute किया, and check that off. Your mind believe in what you are showing. Then fast implementation. Whenever you are planning something, the first 90 days for anybody is very, very crucial. If you can stick for the first 90 days with the code of honors, with the planning and everything, you will see later also your life will look easy and you will be able to implement things. So whatever you're deciding, be a fast implementer. And then focus and self-reliance. No one will come to your home and tell you, please put off the TV and work. Please put off the TV, sleep on time, it's already too late. No one will tell you. You have to be self-reliant. You have to take your own responsibility, because if you are not taking your responsibility, trust me, even if somebody will taking your responsibility, that person is going to fail badly. So it should be you always. Last but not the least is gratitude. When I say gratitude, I'm actually talking about your achievements, your good news is what is getting done. The smallest thing to the biggest one. Totally your choice. But you have to focus. Even someday, if you are able to wake up 15 minutes before, that should be in your achievement. If there is something you have kept for 7 days consistently, that should be your achievement. That should be your, thing to feel grateful about. You can call anything to be grateful. Whatever you are grateful about, if you can share it in the group, you are going to inspire others as well. So you can update that in the group. So these are the code of honors, 5 things to see your progress and stick to that. Now, what is learn at your own pace? You have received the Academy login ID and password where recorded sessions are there. So if you want to go in the fast pace, you can go with the recording, learn from the recording. Few recordings are really 1 year old, but still they are logical today as well. Then mind hack is there, self-doubt resistance is there, bending reality is there, proximity goals are there, law of attraction is there. If you're a believer of law of attraction in anything, you can watch this video. Emotional dealing is there. If you feel I need emotional strength, go with that video. Effective decision making is there. If you feel that you find it hard to make decision, that is for you. And core value, this is a 2nd January video. Monday Mastermind mein hua tha, or 2nd January Monday Mastermind. I want you, each one of you, to go with that video. It's just a 1-hour video. In that 1-hour session, you will actually know a lot about you. Core values, 2nd January, it is mentioned. If you will go in the Monday Mastermind, post, click on that and you will see there are so many recording of every Monday Mastermind and orientation. So go with this one and find out your core values. If you know John DeMartini, I have actually covered how he teach core values. So this have happened on 2nd of January, and go with that. People pay just to learn core value 15,000 for 2 days. I have been there and I have seen how core value works, and have your core values ready if you have not yet. Then BOGO is actually BO stand for book and GO stand for goal. So every Monday and Thursday we have BOGO session. So 9:30 to 10 o'clock it happened. This is a previous book. Now we are reading Don't Stop Worrying, Start Living book is going on. Today also, after closing this session, we will be reading for 10 minutes. And every Monday we have session at 9 o'clock. So today is a Monday Mastermind. That is why it's on 7:30. But usually we have 9 p.m. on Monday. This workshop is going to happen on 15th and 16th of March. That is Anti-Procrastination Blueprint Workshop. 21 days mind cleanse challenge starting on 27th of March. That is coming Monday. So on Sunday, you will get added in the group. And alternate Monday Mastermind, like today we are having the topic proven ways to rewire your subconscious mind. Coming one happening on 3rd of April. So again on 3rd of April, we will come up with new topic. Same time, 7:30, same time, same jagah. Okay. So this is how our community works. And now let's get into the today's topic. Anyone have any doubt? Whatever I have shared up until now, I just covered in 10 minutes. So anyone want to ask anything, any confusion? I will share the mind map. So don't worry, you can have that with you. But go with the recordings whenever you want. Make sure if you can give 15 minutes for that, like whether when you're cooking or you're doing something, you can go with that. Stick with 15 minutes. Don't go for a long time. 15 minutes is enough if you are, going in a daily learning thing. So yes, Manila, please go ahead. You want to share something or ask something?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm
Good evening.
confused between Monday and Tuesday. The time is shown 9 a.m. Sorry, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, 9:30 to 10.
Yes. Thursday it's 9:30. Monday it's 9 p.m. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you, ma'am.
It's a 60-minute thing. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's get started with 5 proven ways to rewire your mind. Now, what is that? And those who are not on camera, I request you to please come on camera. When you are on camera, you are actually participating. You are more conscious. You are very aware how I am looking, whether I am writing notes, मैं कुछ इधर उधर तो मेरा ध्यान नहीं है. You are really focused. But when you are behind the scenes, behind the camera, you are actually, your whole concentration is scattered. What is happening here? What is happening there? What is happening there? You even check your phone. Everything happens. So I want you to be present and be on camera. That will help each one of you to be more focused. Now let's get ahead with today's topic. And the topic here is 5 proven ways to rewire your subconscious mind. Now, the 5 proven ways which I will be talking about is actually my favorite one, and I personally do in my life. There are 100 things you can do to rewire your subconscious mind, but the more you do, the more you get cluttered. जितना ज़्यादा आप किसी चीज को करते हैं, you actually get cluttered more. So I am stick with 5. It is up to you. If you want, you can go with this 5. Pick 2, pick 3, totally up to you. I will also give you more ideas how you can work on your rewiring mindset. But 5 are my most favorite one, which I am personally doing, and I will be sharing with you that. So the first one is power of gratitude. Now, what is gratitude actually? What I do about gratitude is I say I write every single day 5 points. What happened yesterday? 5 points about yesterday, because I do gratitude in the morning. Okay. So what I do, I write 5 points about yesterday. Now, how it looks, this is my gratitude journal. Okay. You can have any, totally up to you. But whenever you are doing gratitude and you have a separate notebook, you are very sure about it. Ki haan karna hai. So this is my gratitude journal. And every morning when I wake up, I write gratitude. Okay. So every time I'm writing 5 points. Sometimes I'm using red pen, sometimes using black pen, whatever pen is there on my table. I have 5 color pens. So I'm so much into colors and all when it comes to, journaling. But when it comes to wearing clothes, I am only into black and white. Okay. So color pen. So now if I can tell you, if today's gratitude, so it is 661. Today is the 661th day. What happens when you do gratitude? Then we are actually human beings who are wired for negative things, who are wired to be in a comfort zone, who are wired to safeguard themselves. So every single time when you are doing something, you are actually operating from fear, something which is new to you, something which you really want to work on. So mostly we are actually wired towards negative. A very perfect thing is there. Everything is so perfect, but your mind will click what is not right. Even if I tell you about today's gratitude, what I shown you here, 661, you see the page? Now tell me how many of you were able to see the, scratch in the top? Kuch kata hai maine. How many of you were able to see that? Okay. What was that? You were not able to read the first sentence or the second sentence. You might have tried, but what was the thing? Something which is not right. Our brain works like that. Okay. And that was done intentionally for the session. So whenever, you have seen, there are so many examples, even if you're Instagram user or YouTube short user, you might have seen a teacher is writing multiplication table on the blackboard, and 9 tens are 91 is there. So kids are not seeing 9 se leke 9 into 9 tak sahi tha, but one number is wrong. You see that. Anything you will see, your brain is actually wired. If you will see 100 comments on your single post, one comment is negative or vulgar, your mind will go there. This is how our brain is wired always. Always means always. Now, when you do gratitude, you are not into a zone of accepting what you have. You are always in the zone of thinking, kya nahi mila? What I am not having, what I really want. You have a lot of things, but your focus is on I am a procrastinator. You have everything, but I'm not having that job. So every single time, our focus is on what we don't have. Now, when you start doing gratitude, your focus begins to shift. In the first 30 days, you might not feel the change. But definitely after a month, 2 months, 3 months, you see the drastic change. If you cannot write, go with at least, 3 pointers which you are saying in the morning. I remember I was, reading a book. I read a lot of books, so now I don't even remember which book I have read what. So I was reading a book. In that book, a philosopher was talking about himself and how he used to do gratitude. His hook was, whenever I will open any door, I will say one gratitude. I will be grateful for one thing. He's passing from one door to another. The moment he hold the door handle, he say, I'm grateful for the life I have. Second door, I am grateful for this thing. Opening the car door, I am grateful for this thing. What this guy is doing, he's making a habit of focusing on what he has. Everyone have their own way of doing gratitude. And trust me, whomsoever is into business, the entrepreneurs who are really succeeding in life according to you, because everyone have their own definition of success. These people are doing gratitude, and that is where magic begins. As of now, I always give the example, your straw, your gratitude straw is this much, and your negativity, the self-doubts, the resistance, everything is like, itna mota pipe. Now, what is happening? The moment you start doing gratitude, this is going to get, the straw pipe where you're not grateful about, this will actually vanish. And negative one will slowly go, and your grateful thing will grow. This will go and this will grow. What is happening? The more you are doing gratitude, the more you are in the present. Problem is, we are not mindful. We are mindful. When I say mindful, you have 100 of things going on in your mind. So when you become mindful about what is happening, what I am doing, what I am speaking, whether my words are looking like commitment or not, the more you are in the present, you see that things are shifting for good. So gratitude have a lot of power even in your health, even in your relationship, even in your career, even in any area of your life. And I personally focus on writing 5 points on 5 areas. 5 things grateful about my body, myself. Second thing, I'm grateful about my relation, my parents, my family, whomsoever I'm living with. Third thing is about my career, what I am doing. It can be single statement. So this is how I go. Now, if you don't have time, go with 3 points. But start doing gratitude, you will see the shift happening. This actually create a new neural connection in your brain. What happen is your neural connection, how it works. Now, let's say this guy understands French and this guy understands Hindi. Now, these two have to connect, but they both are not aware of each other's language. Now, how they will talk? थोड़े इशारे करेंगे, want to eat, want to drink. This is how two people will talk when they don't know the language, right? Now, when you start doing gratitude, there is no neural connection in your brain. Like you have neural connection on how to hold mug, how to brush your teeth. When you wake up, you have particular style of, getting out of your bed. Every single thing is a neural connection in your brain. The way I'm moving my finger like this is a neural connection in my brain. Some people will do like this. Everyone have their own motor skill, motor neurons working. Now, when you are doing gratitude, intentionally when you are writing or you are saying, this French guy and this Hindi guy are actually doing isharon mein baatein. And when this guy connecting, slowly and slowly they are understanding each other language. Single word, hello, hola, and all those things. And now what is happening? This connection becomes stronger with time. Because earlier both are very shy. When you are shy to connect with anyone, what happens? Your resistance show up. Pata nahi wo kya bolega. I don't know how he will react. I don't know how she will react. We have a lot of resistance. Same thing when you start doing anything new, whether learning a new skill, whether working on a project. Why you procrastinate? Because the two neurons are actually, shy. They have a lot of resistance and you want to kill that resistance. When you start doing gratitude, there come a time when both the neurons become best friends. Now, when they are best friends, then definitely you are in the habit. You have developed the habit, and that is why the best friend thing come up. So whatever you are doing on daily basis without missing it, those neurons are the best friends. You cannot break them. Similarly, when you do power of gratitude, when you start doing gratitude, you see that some connection is happening, and there will come a time when something negative is happening, your mind itself will think about positive. I have given this example before as well. Some of you may not know. I always teach or talk with my son like this only. And he got hurt in his, finger. Finger got burned. He was playing with matchbox or something, and finger got burned. And he was crying. So I was like, what happened? So mama, finger burned. So I'm like, okay, think about positive. And he was like very irritated. अच्छा हुआ भगवान मेरा पूरा हाथ नहीं जला, just एक ही finger जली. So you know what? When you are actually practicing, and this is not just first time. Earlier he broke his leg also, like knee pe thoda sa lag gaya tha. Then he was studying. So now it is in the habit. So whenever something bad is happening, you actually see that इससे बुरा भी हो सकता था, and I'm already in the better zone. हो सकता था उंगली का जलना और पूरा जल जाना. You know the worst case scenario? I have not got the job. What can be the even worst case scenario? At least I have bread and butter in my home. So when you do gratitude, you actually become more successful in your mind, and things happen in the real world as well. So power of gratitude is very strong. If you can do it on daily basis, definitely you will see the change in your life, the way you're talking, the way you are thinking. Second one is connecting with people who are now not like you. Most of the time, we connect with people who are like us. We do that. We connect with those people, we talk with those people who we are connecting so well. And we don't talk to people, those who are not like us, those who are not thinking like us, those who are not doing pity party. If you are in the zone of, sadness, being upset, crying most of the time, and losing in your life, you will connect with somebody who is losing in their life. So, chor chor mausare bhai, in Hindi it is said. So it is more like you are going in the zone when you are also not doing good, other person is not doing good, and you both are talking about. And people say that दर्द बांटने से कम होता है, दर्द बांटने से बढ़ता है. Trust me when I say this. The more you talk about something is not happening in your life, you are actually increasing it. You are actually creating the pain memory in your brain. Something which could have died in just 5-10 minutes, the emotion, you actually extending it for long time, thinking and thinking and thinking. So if you really want to rewire your brain, connect with somebody who is not like you. When you connect with someone, you learn new perspective. You understand how other people think. Most of the time, the average people we are living, they think like us. And most of you may see that you are the one who giving advice to other 4 people. And the more you are in the advisor zone, you are not going to learn something new. Because you are already the leader of that 4-5 people, then how there is a scope for you to learn something new, for you to create new connections? It won't happen. So if you are a chemistry professor, connect with physics teacher. Okay, Samya. So it's more like, connect with people who are different from you. I am always like in my school days, I have always been an introvert. But whenever I used to talk, I used to see that how math student, I am a bio background girl. So math student, how they talk, computer student, IT sector, engineers. So if you will see, I really don't have anyone from MSc chemistry where I have done, but I have all other people around me. I have friends, doctors, I have engineers friends, I have dietitian friends, I have everyone, but chemistry is like Jamia is the only one I know now. But I am masters in chemistry also, but there is no connection with any other MSc chemistry people. So when you connect with other people, you see that you are opening lot more opportunities, lot more understanding, and you will not have a particular opinion to anything. You will not be rigid of thoughts. You will become very flexible. Okay, this is how we think, no problem. The problem happens, we get hurted, we expect from people. The reason is we want things to happen in a certain way. That is why things happen in your life. That is why you procrastinate. That is why you feel bad, because you want things to happen this way only. But when you connect with different people, you see that you are okay with connecting with anybody. and that give you a new perspective in your brain. So even if you are an introvert, try to connect with people who are different from you. Then the third thing which I do is make art or invest time in hobby. Now, how many of you invest your time in your hobby? Anyone who invests time in your hobby? Hobby is the thing which actually make you more conscious, more in the present, and you see there is different thing happening within you. Shiva, that's great. Anyone else? Like I am so much into poetry and all, so I do that. Okay, Surya as well. But those who are not doing it, you are not being in the present. And when we are not being in the present, whole lot of time we are in the past or in the future. We are jumping from past to future, but we are not in the present. Even if you are sitting here, I am giving any example. You might go in the past or you might think about the future, but you will not think about the present. And this is how our brain is wired. So when you do hobby, when you make an art like mandala art or any art, whichever you like, you are very conscious. Lego toys, if you are playing in, even when you play Ludo, how many of you have ever played Ludo? Snake and ladder Ludo. Have you ever observed that when you are playing Ludo, you are actually focused in Ludo, you're not thinking about anything else? इसके बाद तेरी कटी मेरी कटी ऐसा होगा, I will go in the home and all those things. You don't really think about anything. It means you are in the moment. So video games, it can be anything. So go with those things, not every day, at least 5 days a week, at least 15 minutes a day. That much time you can give. People always focus on, practice meditation, practice breath exercises, practice visualization. Yeah, you should. But there are more easier way to do that. The more your mind is full with the career problems, relationship problems, so many problems, meditation करना बहुत difficult होता है. Even if you will sit for 10 minutes to meditate, you will not reach the point of meditation. You will have 10 minutes, 1,000, 2,000 thoughts, and you will see 10 minutes up. Now let's get back to work. This is what, how many of you have done that kind of meditation? Yeah, we do that. Naturally, it happens because we are not in the practice. To keep you in the present, it's meditation itself. So start investing your time in your hobby if you really want your brain to be more in the present, to be more conscious. The more conscious you become, your decision making becomes so strong. You won't take years to take a decision. And people find very difficult to make decisions in their life. It is for women, it is even very difficult for decide what to cook for lunch or dinner. If the thing is ready, ki haan, lunch mein ye banana hai, they will take 1 hour. If that is not ready, they will think this or that. If men are also into cooking, it is valid for both. Then the third one is invest in your hobby. Fourth one, be conscious about your brain waves and frequency. Now this is little complicated, but you can understand. You have to understand if you are with me. Okay. So be conscious about your brain waves and frequency. What is that? Repetition of beliefs you want to create. The more you repeat something, you actually become that. Your thoughts become your reality. Some of you might have heard this. Your thoughts become your reality. Whatever you think again and again and again, that happen in the real world. You start thinking negative, I have headache, I have headache, I have headache. Since morning till the evening, you will have the headache. This is how your brain neural connections work. Now, when I say conscious about your frequencies, about your brain waves, when you are in deep sleep, understand this will actually help you. So let's see this one, okay? We are starting from below one, delta phase. Delta phase is something, a deep sleep, dreamless sleep, when you're not having any dreams. Deep sleep. Any human being can have deep sleep if they sleep for 8 hours a day, 7 hours a day. Their deep sleep can be 1.5 hours or 2 hours maximum. Some people have 2.5, but that is very rare. 2 hours is the deep sleep time. So if you are sleeping at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, meanwhile, you will have a deep sleep for 1 hour, 2 hours. Then again, this sleep will go with some dreams, some consciousness and everything. Second state is theta state. when you are deep relaxing, when you're into meditation, when you are imagining something mentally, when you're visualizing something, this is a theta state. The moment you wake up, morning में जब आपका alarm buzz होता है, the moment your alarm buzz, from that time to you are coming in the conscious world, that 2-3 minutes are still the theta zone. Okay, theta, this is a frequency. Now what happens? Alpha is when you're relaxed, when you're waking up, for the first 15-20 minutes, you actually stay in the alpha zone. You actually stay in the alpha zone, first 15-20-30 minutes, until someone is not coming from the outside world or talking to you, until you're not opening your phone, what happening in the WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube, until you're not having conversation with anyone, until you're not having, oh, it's Monday again, have to go to office. Till you're not thinking anything, you are actually in the alpha state for the first 15-20 or 30 minutes. Now come SMR, then come beta. Most of the time, we are spending our time in the beta state. This you can see. You're awake, you're normal, you're alert, you're conscious. Anything is happening, पीछे glass टूटेगा, you will be like, क्या हुआ? That is a beta state. So now why I'm sharing this for rewiring your mindset. The moment you are in theta state, when you are going to sleep, when you are about to sleep, at that time, what happens when you are repeating something? When you're saying, I want this career, I want to have this life, I want to have this in my life. It can be anything. I want to attract this partner, I want to have this relationship, I want to have this much of money. Whatever comes in your mind, all these things, when they are repeated means before you're sleeping and the moment you're waking up. If you can do this every single day, stick with one thing you really want, and you see the change, how it's happening. Because the moment you are in deep sleep, at that time, lot of things happen in your brain. Deep focus होता है उस time पे, जब आपकी नींद बहुत deep होती है. 2 hours से ज़्यादा किसी की नींद deep नहीं होती है. Rest of the time you are actually dreaming, you are actually being conscious. कभी आपको मच्छर काट रहा है, कभी something is happening, and you are here and there. That 2 hours you are just somewhere in a very different world, and that is the time when you are repeating what you want in your life in the morning before sleeping. That stays in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind actually uploads that thing. Now think about just one thing which you want, and start practicing it for 1 month, 10 days at least. And within 10 days, you will see. Today we don't have Gaurav, but few days back we were having conversation, and Gaurav were like, you know what, Twinkle, I feel I am becoming magnet. Whatever I'm touching is turning into gold, and I'm taking decisions so quickly. Okay, today he's not in the session. He's in Delhi for plate registry, and all things were happening in his life. So I said, hold on, keep your frequencies neutral. Don't even rise above, because that is also not something you can, these are the energies which actually fluctuate. So the moment you actually believe in yourself a lot and you're practicing all those things to rewire your mind, there come a time, a very peak frequency, when you are actually working like magic. How it happens? See, how many of you have ever played carom board? Ever played carom board? Okay. Now, those who have played carom board, there comes a time in life, if you are not a pro, every time you are striking, हो रहा है, गुटी जा रही है. Every time you are striking, गुटी जा रही है. Second day when you are playing, कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा. Ever happened with you? What is that? That is actually when sometime two neurons actually connect by default. Okay, connect by default. That creates a frequency, and everything happens the way you want. Same thing when you are working every single day before sleeping, and the moment you're waking up, this is what I want. I want to be productive. I want to be productive. Whatever you feel you want. And when you're saying it, you actually see there comes a time when the connection happens, and whatever you are saying, it's happening. You actually become magnet to miracle. It works, it happens, it is proven, not just in the English philosophers and foreigners. They are teaching law of attraction, frequency, and manifestation. But even if you will go 10,000 years back, even before that, Gita, Upanishad, everywhere it is already there. These foreigners are also reading the same thing, but creating their own thing. So this is how things are working, and it is proven because your energy, your subconscious energy is actually always being parallel or connected to universal energy. So when you are in the negative zone, you are actually raising your energy to something where you don't want to stay. When you are being positive, you are raising your energy to something you really want to stay. You want that. You love that space. You want that reward. Sometimes when you start working in the morning, you are super energetic. ये भी कर लेती हूँ, ये भी कर लेती हूँ, ये भी कर लेती हूँ. हाँ, तो सब हो रहा है. Everything is happening. And next day you feel like I'm not feeling like doing anything. Happens. Someday you feel, I don't know what is the superpower and everything I'm doing on time sab ho raha hai. These are the connections which are happening randomly. Okay, these are not still very concrete in your brain. Now I want you to rewire your brain subconsciously. With this practices, you actually make those connection concrete. If I talk about myself, I feel some area of my life, my neural connection are super concrete. No matter what is happening, no matter what comment is coming, no matter how much I have lost in Facebook ad, my account is not working, something is happening, it really doesn't affect me. And there was a time I used to cry, this thing is not happening. But 1 year doing all these things are changing drastically. But I'm not even thinking, somewhere just I have wired, okay, I want this is what I want to do. And I just forget about that. And I see things are happening. So how this happens when your words become your commitment, first thing, when you are not even casually lying. When you are not even casually lying. Harmless lie also impact your brain because when you're sleeping, when you are very deep sleep, your subconscious connection is happening. अरे ये तो ना बस बोलती है करती वर्ती कुछ नहीं. And that connection happened. When you say I really want to do, the connection will support you. ये कुछ नहीं करेगी, इससे नहीं होने वाला. You're so sure tomorrow I will do this, tomorrow I will work out, but something will happen, the self-doubt will come in and it won't work. And this is how your brain works. So you want to rewire your brain, you really want to have something in your life, start practicing this. The moment you're going to bed, when you're sleeping, think about what you want. Think once, twice. Just how I'm telling you to think. I'm not giving you any 55 method. There are 369 methods. So many things are there for you to rewire your brain. But all these things are complicated, require a lot of your time. So the better, the moment you're going to bed, when you're almost about to sleep and you're thinking that it will happen, your frequency will raise. The moment you're waking up very conscious, you are thinking about that. Those who have ever been in love relationship, the moment you were sleeping, good night to your boyfriend. The moment you're waking up, good morning. He is the first one. He is the, last one of the day. How many of you have ever experienced that? Now no one will have that, but people are blushing. Okay, so we do that, and it is very normal. So when you want that person, you love that person so much, and he's the constant thought, she's the constant thought when you're sleeping, when you're waking up, and you feel yourself as the very happiest human being on earth. Even in the negative scenario, you don't feel hurted because you know that my partner is with me. Same thing with your goals, you can work, and this is how your theta waves work. And fifth one, my most favorite, that is graphotherapy. Okay, graphotherapy is the easiest way for you to rewire your brain. Now, what is graphotherapy? Your handwriting is your mind writing, right? Your handwriting is your mind writing. Just like your heart, result is shown with the ECG. SSS, your heart goes like this. Same thing, your handwriting is what you are thinking. And if you have noticed, the moment you grow in your life, the moment you lose in your life, your handwriting keep on changing. How you think, your handwriting shows that. So it is known as pseudoscience. Scientifically, it's a thing where you change your handwriting to grow yourself the way you want. And that is the easiest way to rewire your mind without putting your brain. You just have to do some strokes in the pattern. And you see a lot of breakthroughs, you see so many changes, and there are so many things happening in people's life, those who are doing graphotherapy. So we have some people who are doing graphotherapy even in the group. That is a very different thing. Graphotherapy actually requires you to have first analyze your handwriting, what your handwriting is saying, what is there you want to change in your handwriting, and accordingly your analysis done. Once your analysis is done, you get some patterns to practice. Why these patterns are given? Your index finger and your thumb are directly connected with your subconscious neurons. Okay. Now, the moment you're practicing, you are given certain strokes, and the way you practice while you're writing, how to use your fingers and everything, you see that some shifts happening. If you have high resistance, you feel headache. If you are, sleep deprived, you will feel more sleepy. Everything is connected, and you see it is a 30-day magical thing which anyone wants, can work, can learn, but it's a learning process. It is a whole new picture of your life. If you want to work in a subconscious level, you want to pace your life in a greater way. So those who really want to understand more about graphotherapy, that is a different thing. But what 5 things I do, this is what I do. And other things I want each one of you to understand, whenever you are writing, okay, few things I want you can change in your handwriting. If my whiteboard is visible, it's visible, right? Now, however you write, let's say you write T like this, okay? You write T like this. Everyone, like, some people have bar here, some write on the top. However you write your T, look at your T when you're writing in your handwriting. Your T bar, when I say bar, if it is in the left side or not touching the stem, check your T where your T bar is. Okay, check your T. If your T bar is on the left or on the right or in the middle or in the top, where it is. If it is more in the back, if it is like this, more in the back, the length is more in the back. If the length is more in the back here, if it is more in the back, it means procrastination is there, hardly wired in your brain. Procrastination in your brain is hardly wired. It's a hardwired pattern. You need to break it. Otherwise, no matter how much you work consciously, you find it very difficult. It's not working. Right? And if your T bar is fluctuating, कभी यहाँ पे है, कभी आपका T top पे है, कभी आपका T नीचे है, bar. It means you have low self-esteem if your bar is not constant. Okay? Low self-esteem if it is fluctuating. Kahin ka maybe in your family you are very confident, in your office you feel low self-esteem. With your seniors, you feel low self-esteem. With your juniors, you feel like a genius. So this is what your handwriting have a lot about you. It say a lot, speak a lot. It's you who have to understand what needs to get changed. And once you change certain things in your handwriting, you see you are changing as a human being as well. You are seeing that your performance is changing. You see that you are emotionally getting stronger. You see that your procrastination is leaving you. You see that you are more confident now. You see that you are more expressive. If you are an introvert, you see that you are becoming extrovert. Everything shifts with different strokes and words. Now I just shared 2 things. If you can just practice these 2 things for at least 15 or 20 days, you are going to tell me, Twinkle, I can see the change. And it works. I have seen people who were, finding difficult to conceive, they are conceiving. I have seen women who were struggling to get periods because of some health challenges. They are getting periods just with doing graphotherapy. So all these things, the way graphotherapy is helping people, why I mostly come up with the graphotherapy in the sessions. Earlier, I used to feel that if people don't want, why I'm just telling them. But now if you want, you don't want, your choice. But I really want to support you in every possible way. whether it's procrastination, whether it's self-esteem, whether it's your confidence. So from now onwards, start working on your T. Whenever you are writing, be very conscious that your T bar should be on the top. Okay, your T bar should be on the top. The lower T bar, the lower goals, not achieving success, so many things are happening. When your T bar is on the top, you see that shifts are happening. And this is how. Other thing, few people, those who share, their task in the group with handwritten tasks, I want you to focus on one thing. Whenever you are writing a letter, let's say you are writing T, okay? Take with T only. Now let's say you're writing T. This is your T, okay? If your T is having the sharpness in the top pointed, please stop using that. That is not at all healthy for your mind. You will have more stress, you will overthink, you will go through a lot of things. Let's say you are writing D. If you are writing D and your D is also like this, pointed, okay, the sharpness, please don't do that. This sharpness is not at all healthy for your brain. It is actually showing a lot of things about you. Your stress levels grow. You feel certain times headache. Even those who have migraine, they have the sharp pointed. I'm not going to claim anything, but this is how it goes. So 3 things I want you to change in your handwriting. First one, stop using this. Go with the either go, in the round way. And now I'm unable to draw here with finger, round, or just don't use anything. Okay, don't have the loop. Go plain, but don't have this pointer. If you are creating, this is known as loop, the gap in between. Don't have the stop. This is I'm sharing out of concern. If you don't want to jump for graphotherapy and all these things, but I'm really concerned about you now. I don't want you to use that. First thing, don't have that sharpness in your letters. Second thing, when you are writing your T, make sure your bar is on the top. Even if you want, have that fully on the top. Or at least 70%, but don't write here or here. Start practicing that. Whenever you are writing, now whatever you are writing, even now you are making notes, go with that. Stick to that. Always be very conscious about the moment you are writing your T. You will see your self-esteem is rising. You will see you are becoming more confident. You will see that your procrastination is leaving you and you're becoming productive. And that sharpness, you will see that overthinking is just leaving you. You will be more in the present. And those are already the part of graphotherapy. Those are already the part of advanced productivity challenge. You know more than this. So stick to that. Those who are new in the new batch, we will be starting tomorrow. So you will be also learning so many things. This is not even a trailer. So this is more like 0.1%. But even if you can work on this 0.1%, you will see amazing change. So your T's should be, in the 70% or even in the top. Now, don't even make it so on the top, it's flying. Don't do even that also. Okay. So anyone have any doubt up until now? Yes, Shiva, please.
Yeah. So my first question is, you're talking about the graphotherapy, right? So everybody knows that the doctor's handwriting is pathetic, right? Even himself cannot recognize after some time, right?
Yes.
So how that is possible? I cannot say that they are not in a good position. That is my first question.
Agree. See, doctors have their profession but there are many doctors who write so well also. Nowadays, even doctors are working toward it. We have like doctors in our own community. I'm talking about the other community where I'm a professional graphologist. And there are people who are actually working on that thing. I have analyzed so many doctors in writing too. We actually don't focus on, even if you will see the doctor, they write first word and rest of the words are like just lines. right? But first word they write clear. Later, whatever they are writing, they go in that way. Even if you will see their handwriting, there are few things which show about them. And I have seen the doctors who have low self-esteem, no matter what their position is. I have just few days back, I was analyzing one IPS officer handwriting. He was having low self-esteem. T bar is fluctuating somewhere below somewhere. And because when you ask them the question, it come in their power. How you can tell me that I have low self-esteem? I am an IPS officer or something like that. And
Okay.
being a counselor, I know how to ask the question. And I told them, sir, may I ask you one thing? Do you feel that your self-esteem is, dropping or fluctuating somewhere or the other? And he was like, Twinkle, what I tell you, whenever I am in my home, I just don't feel like speaking. I know if I will say something, fight will happen. So yeah, in my home, my self-esteem is like zero. But in my office, I am on the top. And it was showing in the handwriting. So it doesn't matter how your handwriting, even you write so like anything, but your handwriting gave a lot of understanding about you.
Yeah.
It works.
Another question is that you said about a few examples, right? The T, the how we write T and the D, the sharp loop, something like that. So is this the symptom of what is happening, or is this the prediction?
No, it's not a prediction. It's a sign how your brain have neural connection. Your handwriting is your mind writing. Just like I shared, heart. When you see the ECG, you see how your heart is going, right? 69, 70, 75, like this. Same thing is with your handwriting. When you are writing, whatever is coming in your handwriting, actually showing what kind of neural connection you have in your brain. So when you intentionally shift it, you actually breaking the old connection and the new connection is forming. Neuroplasticity have already proven that you can change your brain the way you want. So brain can be changed. Even at the age of 80, you can have the brain of 25 years old, young boy or girl. So it goes like that. So your brain, you can keep your brain. There is no such thing as anti-aging for your brain. If you are a lifelong learner, if you are learning new things, if you are working on rewiring your mind, so there is no such thing like anti-aging for your brain. I hope I answered all your questions. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Yes, Vikas.
Hey, Twinkle.
Hi.
I mean, about this graphotherapy, see, I know signature reading, I got to learn from my father, he used to do, and signature is considered as, that remains static. It doesn't change with mood or very frequently. But this is something new, that with the different way of writing letter, we can change your. So how consistent is it? At times we need to write fast. So that time definitely we are not conscious and we write it, our behavior, expression, depth of letter and all that changes. Wherever when we have time, we take time how to write, different things. So how consistent is it? And secondly, you, as you rightly said, we need to look at the angle of also, what is the direction when we are writing, and then with what, pen is, how heavy the pen is, and the nib and all. So I don't know about the handwriting sense, how it works. Secondly, how much it is reliable when we think, by changing how we write T. I mean, as you gave example of T, that's something new for me. I have full respect for this, but that's something I'm, not 100% sure, the effectiveness of, by writing differently, it will make you different. If you can add on that, share more, that will be, what I'm looking for.
Yes.
Thank you.
What happens when you're writing T, you basically, putting your finger the way we move our finger when we are writing, you are actually always writing in the middle. T, basically T I'm talking about. Now, when you are intentionally putting it on the top, you are actually putting pressure here in your thumb and index finger, and you're putting your T bar on the top. As of now, you write like this, you do T. But when I'm saying put on the top, you actually go on the top to do that. The more you are doing it, you are actually sending signal to your brain. The moment signal go to your brain, you are actually touching that neural connection. It is always said that use your non-dominant hand to do something, right? For you to break the old pattern. Similarly, it is effective. Not every word tell about you. There are few strokes. We talk about strokes. So stroke, what is stroke? It is actually how you are moving your index finger and how you are using your thumb, because these are something connected with your psychosomatic part of the brain, these two fingers. And most of the time you will see that even crystals vagera, I am not a believer of future prediction and all those things, but even when we wear crystal and all, it is always suggested to use index finger. Even I am wearing that. So your index finger is directly connected with your brain, your subconscious mind. So yeah, the way you change the moment, you actually, irritate that pattern you have in your brain, and anyhow you come in the practice and you write in the top and you see that things are changing. It works.
And is it including that thing also, like you fake it till you make it, so that way you are giving message to your brain that
Not
that
really. No, you are actually breaking that neural. We have 100 billion neural connection in our brain. And what single stroke we are doing, you are just hitting one connection and you are breaking that old pattern and creating the new one. So it comes into practice. Initially, you won't see the change. But when now, if I say we have Zamia and we have Ambika, they already have mastered, unka tea top pe ja raha hai. So now the connection is already broken and a new one is created. It is like that. So naturally, abhi to consciously karenge aap starting mein, but there come a time when even you are writing fast, you will see that aapka T bar upar hi ja raha hai. And that is the time when you can say, yeah, I can see the change, I can have the shift, and people feel that change. I have 10 people in my advanced productivity challenge where I'm teaching graphotherapy and all the 10 have 100% result. I won't even say that 9 people. 10 people have 100% result, whether emotional strength, whether some breakthroughs, whether some, different kind of things, even in health. Dr. Selvi shared yesterday about the health thing. I'm not sure whether I should open up that. But yeah, like from 1 year, she was going through something. It's been 40 days, 44 days. Today is her 44th day of graphotherapy, and she have got the drastic result. So 100% result is there. And my belief is even strong because I have done 100 analysis so far. I'm not into this from long time. It's been 4 months. So it's working. It have worked for me as
yeah.
well.
I can
Yeah.
see Jamia and Dr. Selvi are vouching for this. Good to see that. So normally,
Yeah.
how many changes, any individual may have to do in his, her, writing, just to understanding broadly, I understand I mean, there is different strokes for different folks, but broadly, how many changes?
See, how many I cannot say because everyone have the personal observation. But the observation, once your graphotherapy and the stroke you get on point where it is needed for you to change your personality, your performance, your energy levels as well. What happened afterward, you won't go back in the same zone. You have created the new connection now. Once it is there, you will see now. If I say everyone, 10 of them have different results. किसी का भी same नहीं. Someone who was very introvert, she is now expressive. Parvi is not here. I have never saw her talking. Now she can, talk for 10 minutes non-stop. She is now leading her group. She is a graphic designer. Dr. Selvi, same thing. Ambika, same thing. So I am seeing few things. What I am observing, everyone have their own result. Even one person have shared that he used to have at one point of time suicidal thought. Now things are actually changing. How it's happening, he's so positive. So I don't want to point out anyone's name. I know the personal stories because graphotherapy is connecting personally. Because there are so many things in handwriting, whether you are argumentative, whether you're optimistic, whether you are a jealous person, whether you are irritated, whether you have physical frustration. There are almost 50 to 55 things in single handwriting we observe. Now you just think
Okay.
out of 55 things, 5 things also get corrected. You see, your mind will blow away. So it's more like that.
Last question. Sorry. Yeah. Last question. I mean, in my job profile, I hardly write except gratitude. I don't write anything with pen on paper. My handwriting is good on laptop. So in that case, how it works, how much it is it effective for, I mean, people like me who don't write?
See, graphotherapy, you have to practice. Okay.
Yeah.
This is how the book comes to your home. And there are multiple patterns. Okay. If I talk about, this is one pattern. So this is a pattern of energy. your consistency in your behavior, your energy, and so many different patterns are there. Now, this is my rough kind of thing where I record the videos. So you can see this pattern, okay? This is more like, squiggles. Now, this pattern is actually impacting your brain. Whatever is your handwriting now, whether you write, you don't write, whatever is your handwriting is the connection already done in your brain. Now, the moment you give me the sample of your handwriting, on the basis of that, what you are thinking, how you are as a person, everything is there in your handwriting, right? The moment when you start practicing graphotherapy, even if you don't write, even just you are writing, gratitude journal, but for handwriting practice, you need to give at least 15 to 20 minutes every single day. And once you do that, once your handwriting will shift, even if you write 5 pointers of gratitude every day, you see that you are writing differently. Your handwriting becomes beautiful. When I say that, like I have seen Amol's handwriting, it was not even legible in the beginning. Amol, sorry to say that, but very fast. Amol's hand and mind coordination is like he thinks so fast that his hand is also not handling that. Everyone have a different thing. Some people think so fast. The executive mindset, leadership mindset, they have a lot of things happening and they have to write. So there is lot of things, and now I see the changes in his handwriting too. Again, 45 days have happened with the mole, and now Gaurav is also starting. So he is your friend, so definitely he will be sharing with you how it's going. But yeah, even if you write 5 pointers, you have to give for the practice time. 15-20 minutes you have to give for graphotherapy practice, and you change the connection in your subconscious pattern. It works.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so let's continue with the session. Now, what else? Few bonuses for you to rewire your brain. What is that? 10 things additional. These are the 5 things which I do, and I'm seeing the change. You know me, and this is how it's going for me. Apart from that, there are 10 more things I have added. If you want, you can add in your life. Take new routes. What is that? Whenever you are going, office to home, you're always going from a same route. That is fixed. Unconsciously, you are driving, you're listening to music, podcast or something, and you're going from the same road. Change the route, pick new routes. You actually are your subconscious mind. You actually make your, mind more optimistic, more thinking zone, will get capable of taking decision. Second one is use the non-dominant hand. We are always using our dominant hand. But if you will start using your non-dominant hand, you are actually again creating new connections in your brain. Every new connection serves you in a better way. You become more conscious. Just like if you're brushing your teeth with right hand, you are now very familiar. Even you are listening to music or you are watching television, you can brush easily. But the moment you use your non-dominant hand, you become very conscious how to hold, how to go back and come and forth, all these things. This make you be conscious about the moment. Learning new vocabulary. Those who want to learn, pick 5 vocabularies, create a new connection. All these things are actually supporting your brain to anti-age. It should not age. You can keep your brain as young as possible, even at the age of 50, 60, 70, 80. Doesn't matter. Your brain, no such thing as anti-aging, memory loss. Everything happens when you're not using your brain, when you're not empowering your brain, when you're living the life same 9 to 5 job, then coming home, then doing this. It simply means that you're not using your brain to the fullest. So keep empowering by learning new things. Journaling you can do. Now, when I say journaling, you can, gratitude is also one of the things. You can do poetry. If you are very, person who can create stories, you can write blogs, start writing that. Breathing exercise, you can master, practice that. Breathing exercise also help you. If you will observe, in the morning time, your right nostril will have the more pressure. Even now, if you will check, take deep breath, you will see left or right, which nostril air is coming forth. Observe that. Take a deep breath and exhale slowly and see, you will observe whether left or the right nostril. So every time there is a change and it depends on your energy and everything. Then practice meditation if you can. Go with, even you want, go with what we can say, some audio meditation if you're unable to focus. Practice visualization of where you want to go in life, what you want, how your life should look like, how your day should look like. And everything can be possible with visualizing technique. Playing innovative video games where you need to put your brain. Now, there is a game which you are already mastered in, and you are again playing that same, I have seen so many women play that, women, men, everyone. And that bubble gum or something, I don't really know. वो जमाते रहते हैं कुछ, fruits come in and they break that. I don't know. I have seen so many people playing that. So Candy Crush or something, right? So those those games are actually not impacting you once you are already master. आपको पता है कहाँ से क्या करना. So it's about innovative things. Then ninth one, learning new language. I remember when my father was alive and he was suffering from ALS. ALS is a motor neuron disease. So motor neuron disease, my father was actually unable to move at the time. There was a time when he was actually suffering from this disease and he couldn't move his body. His brain was not supporting the motor neurons. Motor neural actually connection got dead. And he don't know how to move his hand. Even he is seeing and trying, but it is not working. So doctor suggested us to teach him a new language. When you learn a new language, you actually impact your brain in a new different way. You create new connections which support your motor neurons. But I know that it was not really possible at that point of time when he was unable to speak. Tongue was also not moving. Tongue is also connected with your motor neuron. So he is unable to talk and everything. But it was suggested that start learning new language where the part of your brain which is not active, which you haven't empowered, it should get enlightened. And this is how there are so many things, you can do to change or rewire your subconscious mind. The more you work on new things, the more results you see in your life, because the more you are in the present. Mostly we are not in the present. We are either in our past or in our future. What tomorrow I have to do, what yesterday I have done, what this person told me, what I have to do. Everything goes like that. But where you are now, you don't think about that. So whenever you do anything which is in the present moment, you actually raise your frequency and connect with universe directly, or if you believe in God or any higher power. Now the moment you are living in the present and you are thinking to get something, you actually get that. The more you are in the present, the more you become a manifester. The more whatever you plan your to-do list, you plan how I want to go throughout the day, everything works for you. The only thing is be in the present. Being in the present is actually helping you to make your brain don't get old or don't have memory loss kind of thing. Don't overthink. You will be, capable of dealing with stress easily. All these things are supportive to it. Last but not the least, you can learn new instrument. It can be guitar, it can be piano, whatever you like. You can go with that. Okay. So this is something, whichever you want to add. I'm not telling you to add all the 15. Go with 1, 2, or 3. Maximum go with 3. Those are already doing graphotherapy and gratitude. Pick one more. One more you can invest in your hobby, or you can connect with people who are not like you. Now daily you cannot connect, but still when you're going somewhere, start connecting with people. And this is something you can practice before going to bed, like before feeling sleepy and the morning you waking up. Think about what you really want, what is really important for you. Reflect on your routine and everything. And few updates I have. So updates are here. 23rd March, Thursday, we will announce the winner of this ongoing 21 days challenge. The winner will get the book, the rudest book ever. So previous batch is going on. New batch we are starting on 27th. Mind Cleans Challenge I'm talking about. You will be added in the group on Sunday. That is 26th March. And your journey will start for the 21 days. And this 21 days, whoever will win will get the book. The winning thing is you are coming live, you are attending the session, you are being on camera, you are connecting and doing your 3 tasks. You are doing every single day, 21 tasks are there. So every single day you are being consistent. And this is how the agenda is for 21 days challenge. Yeah, physical book is sent by courier those who win. So 23rd, we will be announcing the winner of previous batch who have been consistent, have done all the tasks and everything. And those who have joined like this week, last week, they will be, starting from 27th. And one more thing, those who are interested in graphotherapy, we are having coming batch, which is starting tomorrow. This is the agenda. So new people, those who have already joined like Saika, Gaurav and everyone, or you can have the screenshot of this. This is how our schedule will go. So tomorrow, Tuesday, we have the session. It will be on 7:30, same time tomorrow. Link will be shared to you personally, so you can have this. One-on-one session will happen on 23rd to 29th. So in between 7 days, I have received your sample. So you will be having 60-minute counseling with me, where I will be analyzing your handwriting, and you will be getting all what your handwriting is speaking about you. Then we will have every week one session, 31st, 7, 14, 20th. We are not having on Friday just because Friday is Eid. So we will be having one day prior, that is Thursday. And your graphotherapy, this book is already dispatched from our side. So you will be receiving within 2 or 3 days. Saturday we have dispatched. So you will be receiving your hard copy. And 28th April will be Friday. So this will be the last session. The 7 sessions we will cover. Afterward, every month you will have one session with me. So this is how it will go. And now, anyone have any question or anything? If we are good to go and we are done for the session today, we will be reading 10 minutes. Book is already there in the group or ebook you have received. I hope you have downloaded that. And anyone have any question, any doubt, want to share anything going in your mind? Don't stop yourself. Anything? Your questions actually give a lot of answers to so many. Don't hesitate to ask. It actually helps your self-esteem. Chalo fir. With all this calmness, have your book handy. I think my book is in the other room. I was reading in the morning. So I'm bringing the book. Okay. Yes, Bhavishya.
Ma'am, you just discussed about the T word, no, madam. So it's also like a loop visual that is not good, like loop.
Huh.
Is it also applicable with the D and L?
T.
L and D.
L, D, I'm showing the sharpness in the top. That pointed one. If the point is not there, it's okay. Okay. But if you have loop in D and T, L, it's good. H, good. B, good. If you have L, T and D, loop in T and D is actually showing that you are sensitive to criticism. Whenever somebody says negative to you or something, you hold on that for a long time. So that shows you are sensitive to criticism. You get criticized easily. Negative feedback hurts you a lot. So start avoiding the loop. That's all you can practice. Okay. But the sharpness is something I want everyone of you not to use. That is unhealthy. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Graphotherapy is only for those who are already seeing some results. Those who are already in the second batch. Graphotherapy is starting from tomorrow. So that is the next level 2 program. You are now in the level 1, that is anti-procrastination blueprint. Graphotherapy is the premium program. There I provide one-on-one session. There I provide 7 group sessions. There I provide every month 1 hour group meeting and all. So that is a different program which happen every Friday. Okay, so that is different, and that is a different paid program. So that is not coming in this one. Those who want to enroll for it, just drop me a message. I will share the link what I provide in Graphotherapy Advanced Productivity Challenge. So you can opt that. And even if someone asked me, I'm not sure if you are here or not. They asked me, what if we don't like? So there is nothing as such you don't like. But I'm opening for those who are really curious, really interested. What you can do is you can block for 9999. That is 9,999. Have one-on-one session with me. Get your handwriting analyzed by me, and then decide whether you want to go for the 1-year subscription program. So that is what you can do. That I can support you with. get your analysis done. And then I'm also sharing, you can save the link. Tomorrow we will be having our first session. You can even come tomorrow and see how it is going, what is the plan for coming year. So here is the link. You can save the link, you can go with the link. Tomorrow, it means tomorrow 7:30. So before 7:30, you don't have to pay the whole amount, whole fee. Go with 9999, get your analysis done by me, and then decide whether you feel, yeah, this is for you or not. That you can do. Okay, so I'm bringing the book. Those who are reading ebook online, please start with chapter. Like open your ebook, open your hard copies. I'm coming with my book. Okay, so how you will be reading? You will be reading from your ebook. Again, the what I can say, you can call it like, what I can say. It should not be the rule thing. It is something, sit straight, read whatever you are reading, the chapter which we will be reading. And that is chapter number 18, How to Cure Melancholy in 14 Days. When you are reading, the moment you read, let's say you read one paragraph, you are in the second paragraph and you are thinking, what was there? I just forgot. Don't go back and read again. Don't go so much into comprehension when you're not understanding. If your brain don't want that, anyhow, you will miss out. So don't repeat. It actually impacts your speed reading. So coming Monday on 27th, we will actually be, doing speed per minute test. So this coming Monday on 27th. But today, read in your own speed. If you use your lips while reading, if you use your lips, like lip sync is happening, try not to use that and keep your mouth silent and go with reading. So that is how we read, because when you are reading, you are just looking at words and understanding, and that is totally fine. You are not supposed to say it loud or something. Go calm. Yeah, chapter number, thank you, Hemant, for that. Chapter number 29 in the new book, physical book. I have old copy. In this, it is chapter number 18. In ebook, it is chapter number 18. Okay, sure, Samia, sure. Okay, we are done for the day. So I know that half chapter is still left for you, but what you got from this chapter is don't focus on pleasing others, basically what I understood, and do something which make others feel happy. So eventually you will be the best for yourself. So I have also shared it before that the utmost joy is only when someone is happy because of you. But because we are not keeping ourselves happy, we are not even reaching that state. So it's more about first filling your own pocket, seeing yourself as the happiest person, loving yourself the way you love your most favorite person, and you see how the shift is happening. Even if you're upset, even if you're negative, even if something bad is happening in your life, but you know that I cannot hurt myself. If you have that much of love, then definitely not 14 days, not 10 days, not 15 days. Every sadness you can leave apart from your life. And half of the chapter which you will be reading like tomorrow and day after tomorrow is off. We will be meeting on Thursday. So make sure you're completing this chapter in this 2 days. And when we will meet again, we will start with how my mother and father conquered worry. Okay. So now, anyone want to share anything about what you read, anything about reading thing, क्यों हम read करते हैं, and all of anything about that, if you want to ask. Whenever we read, we are so focused because timer is on. We are not distracted. So just now what you have done 10 minutes of meditation. As simple as that. Because you were in the present, you were not distracted. Reading is the activity where all your neurons are activated. At one time, you are actually activating whole lot of neurons. Your language, your motor skills, your visual, everything is activated at that time. And that is why reading is recommended. It's more like your brain is muscle, organ. Organ is made up of muscles. Every organ in your body is made of muscle, not fat. Your heart, your kidney, your liver, your pancreas, your spleen, everything is made of muscles. Same thing, your brain is organ made up of muscles. For muscle building, what do you need to do? Exercise. What exercise you're doing for your brain? We feed our exercise everything below our neck. But in night, what we are doing, we are feeding the up muscle, the organ, that is your brain. And again, I want you to appreciate yourself. 3% in the world read book, and you are already in that 3%. So acknowledge that, appreciate that, and keep reading. Yes, Vikas, sure, you can drop me a message. We will connect with that, though it won't take much time, to be honest. But yeah, in the morning, you have to dedicate 20 minutes. That is needed. Rest, just Friday sessions, 2-hour session, 7:30 to 9:30. Okay, so anyone have any doubt, anything? Any question? Else we can call it a night and meet on Thursday with the winner of 21 days. Yes, Hemant.
Ma'am, I was able to read about 5 pages of the whole uh,
Hmm.
chapter, but it was saying like for the 14 days you have to try to analyze how much you can help others,
Hmm.
right? So I have tried that. Like we are someone who likes to help. I'm someone who likes to help to others, but how is it related to worries of anyone? I mean, will how will it help in our worries? That's my question.
See, whenever you are upset and someone is upset, you actually forget that you are upset and you think about them. Most of the time, your friend circle and family, I'm talking about, you are hurted, you lost your job, something happened. But when you are coming home and you are seeing somebody who is upset, you actually in that moment forget about what happened with you and you start, empathizing them, supporting them, and talking to them. Ever done that? Even you are upset, but you do that. Deep down, the human being is made for something that connects, that you actually have the capacity to be happy with others' joy as well. So there is where the connect begins. I was reading one story, and in that story, there was a man, and he was very poor when he was young. A boy, he was very poor when he was a kid, And when he grew up, he was just one thing having in the mind that I want to become so rich that no one can insult me, my family, or whatever it is. But when he grew up, he was not having his parents. They died in accident, and he became a rich person in the world. Now he's the richest one. He's doing whatever he's doing, everything is happening. Why? Because the person was living life in the present. The more you live in the present, whatever you have for future plans and everything, but more mindful you are about the present, you actually manifest whatever you want. He was very clear on the goal. I want money, no relationships, no marriage, nothing. Now there came a time, the richest one, but he was not enjoying. He was feeling what is there in money, which I was, chasing before. Now I have everything, but still something is missing in my life. Something is missing in my life. And he shared with his best friend. He said that you try something. He tried everything. He went on world tour. He met some women and everything he did, but he was not in fun. And then his friend told, okay, I'm going to this particular place, and there I'm going to, give wheelchair to people, those who are not having the support of money or family. So we will be donating wheelchairs. And he was like, okay, then I will come, but what I will do there? He said, you can also take few wheelchairs for those kids. And he was like, okay. And he took 10 wheelchairs or something. 10, I read the number 10. And he took the wheelchair and he gave the wheelchair to the kids over there. He was still not understanding what is happening. And one kid came to him and he looked at his eyes and he told me, are you a god? And he was just surprised at that time. And he said, are you a god? He said, no, I'm just a human being like you. And he was like, I don't know, I have not seen God, but I feel that you have given me legs and you are my God. More like that. And the whole picture of his past came in. Even if you have everything, when because of you somebody is happy, that is the place where you forget all your worries, where you forget what you have lost, where you forget what resentment and regrets you have. And trust me when I say this, whenever I see the stories in our community, now in the graphotherapy, stories are next level about health, about everything. When I see somebody have got the job, when Bhavna shared he got the job, when someone shared I'm able to, keep 30 days consistency, I forgot what negative incident happened, I'm working that. That is the real reward, and that make me feel what I'm worrying about. I lost one like in Facebook and chalta hai yaar, what results I'm getting is something giving me that feeling. So you drop that worry when you see that because of you, your purpose to be on earth is actually to serve this planet. The real purpose is that. Even if you're serving your family without expectation, I genuinely don't have any expectations from you that you should come for me, you should do that for me, send me some gifts. I don't have any such expectations. I only have expectations what you're going through. Just let me know that you got this. Even if you're going through something negative, please share with me so that I can, give you the clarity on what we can do further. So your worry actually vanished when you think about what others can, add value in your life. That is the best way somebody can add value in your life. So you forget about that worry. I know it's a long answer to a very short question, but this is how it goes. Thank you. Yes. We rise by lifting others. Okay. So let's meet on Thursday once again and make sure you are completing the chapter. And those who are new, I will be sharing orientation video already you have gone through, but 3 things I want you to do. First one, create your pending task list. Like I can see Manila and Shiva, you guys are not aware of this. Your pending task list. When I say pending task, it can be as many numbers you want to write, something you're procrastinating on, something you need to get done, but for some reason you are finding it boring, challenging, and you're not doing it. So that list you have to create. It can be 40, 50, 60, 100, doesn't matter. But create the whole list. Filling ITR, getting your GST done, anything. Okay. Second thing, your achievements. Whatever achievements you have got up until now. Call it achievement, as small as bigger one. Even if you feel that I don't have any achievement, write your 10th class marks, write your graduation marks, whatever you feel is your achievement, please do that. Create an achievement list. Once you're done with both the lists, In your pending task list, divide that into easy, medium, and difficult. Easy, medium, and difficult. Easy one are those tasks which can be done within 5-10 minutes. Difficult are the one which will take time, maybe 1 month, maybe 15 days. And medium are the one which will take you 1-2 hours or 3 hours. Okay, divide the pending task list in 3 categories: easy, medium, and difficult. And now everyone, I want you to add that the tasks which are difficult and you are postponing it or procrastinating on, what emotion you feel at that time. Add the emotion to it and consciously change the emotion. When you're working on something, let's say you are working from home or you have work to, be sitting on laptop and working for 3 hours and you're feeling boring or something, change the state. Move your body. If you're sitting at one place, you are like, I am freezed, or you are on your phone for 2 hours and now you don't have that, courage to get up and do something. Sometimes we do that. We freeze our neural system entirely. Our nervous system gets frozen. The reason is you are being in the same state for longer time. Shift your state. Get up, move around, change, take bath. Most of the time, I even take bath in the evening when I'm doing a lot of work. Afternoons are basically my whole work on content creation, presentation, and this things. So afterward, I feel like 3 hours I am continuously working, distraction free. Now I need to change my mood or something. Either I take salt water bath or I go on terrace. I expose myself to nature. All these things actually, free your nervous system. And when you come back to work again, you are again with a whole lot of new energy. So shift your state when you're working on difficult things. Difficult things is not impossible. That is something which is needed more, which are needing more time. That is what I mean by difficult. And if there is anything you find difficult, you are really not aware ki ho hi nahi raha for some reason, just drop me a message on WhatsApp. What is that thing? So I can see what is your emotion and how I can help you. Okay? All right. Yes, Hemant, want to say something? Bye-bye, na? Okay. Chalo fir. Bye-bye. See you on Thursday. And Gaurav is coming now. Okay. So, Gaurav, we are leaving now. We are done for the session. Recording will be uploaded in the academy and you will be getting the login ID, password, everything. So, see you tomorrow on Thursday. I hope your registry work is done. And by the way, we have a good news. Gaurav have already cracked that position he was talking about before. So many
Yes.
congratulations, Gaurav.
Thank you.
And I hope your work is done for today. And tomorrow we will be meeting on 7:30. Okay, I have already shared that. And I will share with you. That's a screenshot of the agenda for Advanced Productivity Challenge.
Sure.
Okay, so
Mention one thing.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Please.
Tomorrow I have a final discussion with HR. So of course, position is already with me. Only compensation parts and all will be discussed tomorrow. And the work which I am there in Delhi today, that is also completed. So
completed. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for showing up. Like even you were having work and you came. So
yeah,
good to
I
have you.
just missed. Thank you. No, I thought 9:30 session is there. Though I was clear 7:30 if you started, it will not be there. But I still joined.
Yeah, Monday Mastermind is more like that.
And
Na?
good to see
Okay,
my friend Shiva also here today.
Shiva is here. Yes, we connected. So yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So
Thank you.
bye-bye. And
Bye.
thank you, Gaurav, for contributing with people and doing the things. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night, everyone. And see you on Thursday. For others, meet you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.